show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
To Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the coach, Derek Coachman, the man in black. What's going on, D?
What's going on, everybody? Yo.
We got to review Dynamite Beach Break. We're going to be talking about all things Dynamite tonight, AEW, what's been going on, what is going on. I think I got caught up with everything. If I missed something, someone yell. I know my guy Matt Lopez is in the chat. He'll let us know what's the announcement for CMLL. Apparently, they may have some more announcements tonight dealing with some of their shows coming up. It's a wonderful time, man.
Yeah, it is. It's that aroma. It's that aroma.
Cut it out. Cut it out right now. I will not even tolerate that type of slander right now happening. But we appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Quick shout outs, man. Everyone who's here first. We got Clown 13420. Big shout out to my guy Clown. Me and Clown kick it even on Saturdays, man. Shout out to my guys over at Fightful Graph City. Make sure you check them out and show them some love on Saturdays as well. We got Matt Lopez saying hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope you have a good Wednesday and another banger Dynamite. Look at what I say. I'm listening for any new matches added to the CMLL versus AEW ROH Fantastica Mania that's happening now. Thank you, Matt. Much appreciated. Terrell's in the house talking about the ending of the show, which was absolutely insane. Swerve coming out there at the end. Very different. Yo, by the way, don't talk ticket sales and stuff much. Not trying to start none. They did do a good job. Ticket sales are up for AEW. Sorry, I should went this way. Up. So looking good thus far. I don't know. That's how I'm viewing it.
Yeah, we gotta take the small wins and make them into big ones.
Who's we? The only win is hitting that like button for us. Appreciate you. Terrell talking a little basketball here. I did see the Celtics got a dub over the Knicks. Heart is torn, man. Crazy. Sucks to see the injuries happen to Boston. They got bit by the injury bug.
Yeah, definitely did.
At least Tatum did. Like crazy. Minnesota tonight. I think if they play well, they could lock up Golden State and send them packing.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to the Pacers. I know Jocelyn's happy somewhere that they got the dub. Speaking of Knicks, here goes Hubs. What's good, Conrad, and my guy Derek? Respect and salutations to both of you. AEW on EPW on a Wednesday on Gang. Appreciate you, Hubs. Don't forget to check us out every Monday for Clash of the Podcast. Fantastic little show talking wrestling, every Monday, 6:05. So come on in, join us.
6:05.
Talk some wrestling. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt at all.
Not at all. You might like it.
Good for the soul. Eric Douglas says, I see Sky Blue has so much potential. She could be world champion. I love her talent from the first time I saw her in a 5-minute pre-facer rookie challenge that she was doing back in 2022. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Derek's a big Sky Blue fan.
I am. I love Sky. Sky she's definitely good in my book.
Right? Yes, Willow and Marina sounds like they will be in Anarchy in the Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Let it rock. We got some Willow news coming up here.
No.
B-Boy says, go Bills. Saw the schedule out. Derek, time for you to join the bandwagon, bro. That's hate, bro. That's hate.
Nah. When they win 6, come see me.
I guess every team's won 6, huh? I guess we were all so lucky to have Tom Brady. Get this guy out of here, man. Patriots fan.
Listen, if Tom
you guys snow blowing any fields for field goal wins?
I still gotta win.
Cheating, bro. I didn't know we could do that. Everyone would have been doing that.
No one said you couldn't.
Yeah, all right. So someone tries to go out there with a shovel from like Arizona, the Cardinals. Oh, hold on, buddy. You can't do that. What do you mean I can't do that? It's and then they never lost any titles for any nefarious activities. We'll just say.
Neither did the Yankees.
We're not talking baseball right now. I just thought of something. Where's Julia been? Julia's still been in the mix a little bit. Eric, what have I been saying? Women's tag team titles. Unify some of these belts and get you some women's tag team titles. You can do it. They won't be on the line every week. I'm just saying you can have them build up a quick feud, and there you go. You got a match right there for you. Get some people on.
I'm down with it.
B-Boy's ID, Eddie Kingston to return at Double or Nothing. I don't think you're getting Kingston just yet. I don't know. I don't know how he's healing. I hope he's doing well, man. I miss Eddie. Eric says Nick Wayne now 2-0 in the Super Juniors. Just beat the junior champion. It's Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne.
Yeah. I legit thought that was Bryan Danielson. Yeah, dude, when he first came out, bro, I don't know why. I thought it was homeboy that used to be in Imperium that was with Eric Young and them back in the day. I can't even think of his name right now. Oh, it's gonna make me so mad. My goodness. I'm gonna Google it in 1 second. Someone remember him. He was in the crew with Sawyer, Eric Young. Oh my goodness. I not Eichner. He had a different name. Someone's gonna remember it. Yell at me. Make my weekly ball joke because CJ knows why. Y'all laugh now. One day, all these cats talking these ball jokes, y'all come to me, man. I'll teach you how to shave your head. I'll tell you the right thing to do. Have it glistening. All right? Just let your soul glow. I always watch that Tiny Desk moment when it comes across my my joint. Quill says, "What up, Conrad? Chat, your boy Sir Quills is back. A little late, but nonetheless, you're not late. We were late too. Nonetheless, to enjoy two of the favorite bros, Brother Conrad, Brother Derek, for yet another dope AEW Dynamite review. Let's go, Patriots. Boo, yeah.
Nah, don't hate.
Nah, man. He liked them when they were doo-doo, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm still just saying it was kind of BS how they won all those." Yeah, and then people magically just wanted to go there. Randy Moss was like, I've been thinking. Oh, were you? Alexander Wolf, thank you, Quills. Thank you. Breaking news, Persephone versus Red Velvet made official. Okay, let's go. I got Persephone in that one, though. I'm not going to lie. Big fan. Yeah, always remember the Spygate, and then the Patriots are 0-2 against the New York Giants. The Giants were their kryptonite. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Eli coming 8-8, but I got you today. I got you. Wait, why did the cage raise before the match ended? I didn't notice it, but you also saw that someone had the controls for the cage. Why is Gabe Kidd in AEW? He made it clear on Hey EW how he felt about the company. I think that's a story to tell, Jocelyn. Story to tell. Well, how did they pull that off? Nobody knows. Maybe the Bucks talked to them when they were at the Resurgence show. Let's see here. Are we ready for the Pacers to beat the Knicks this year? Ooh, conversation's about to get heated up in here. A lot of New Yorkers. Patriots are trash. Yeah, Derek. Everybody hates the Patriots.
Come see me when y'all get 6.
Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he was a Bledsoe guy too. Like, don't mind him, y'all. Don't take it out on Derek. His email address, if you want to send all your hate mail to him, please do.
Listen, it's okay. You ever look at Tom Brady's record against all the teams, bro?
No, I'd rather not. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tonight's show, we will dedicate into the memory of Terry Brunk, also known in the wrestling world as Sabu. Me and Derek had some words about Sabu tonight during the show. Sabu, absolute legend when it comes to this thing called pro wrestling. Much appreciated, man, for his stuff. I know that there are times where you could bring up the bad things Sabu did. Sabu was never perfect. I think Sabu made mistakes in and out of the ring. Just some of the things he would do. But he did a lot of stuff to entertain us as well. Just a moment of silence for Sabu, man. I really don't have a lot else to say. We'll talk about his moment when Taz brought him up earlier. Taz and the announce team got to have a moment to just talk about Sabu for a minute, and you can see Taz tearing up. Brought a tear to my eye a little bit. I felt bad for Taz, man. You normally don't see like wrestlers like cry and show their emotions, but Taz put out a nice video about him, and I just happened to listen to it today, and it was just I wouldn't probably have a career if it wasn't for Sabu. And these guys had beef back in the day, like legit beef. It sold the first ECW pay-per-view and sold another one in 99 as well, for those who didn't know. And I think the 99 match is pretty darn good too. So there's some match recommendations for you, man. R.I.P. to Sabu.
You know what? I can always count on Sabu. Sabu never let me down. Anytime he got on screen, I was hooked. Sabu was that guy.
Yeah.
All right, people.
Yeah, not perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
He's been in video games, out of video games, then back in them again. But Sabu, you'll be missed, brother. Hope anyone gets a chance to just take some time, man. Find a couple matches by him that you like. Let's get into this. Don't forget, man, we are approaching Double or Nothing, happening Sunday, May 25th. I think me and Derek will be doing a review for it. I think. Should be. If not, you'll catch it on Clash the next day, but I think we'll be good for one.
You're there?
No. They're trying to get us to go Western and Southwest. I don't know what's going on with them.
Texas.
No, we're not going to Texas. This day might be the intern's birthday. Not good. Might be party time that day. We'll see.
That's fine. That's fair.
It is one of the dates. A lot of things are happening on this date, though.
This is true. This is very true.
A lot happening. So All in Texas is coming up. Don't forget, we also got London, Forbidden Door in the O2. Our wrestling summer is pretty much set, man. We know where they're going. We know what they're doing.
We're there in London?
No, for sure. Definitely not. I'm not getting on any planes right now. We mentioned the Resurgence card. You may see Mercedes Moné with one less belt. She lost the New Japan Strong title to Azumi in a triple threat match at Resurgence. So people could put away some of those claims that they like to make about her. I also enjoyed TJP and Templaro winning the New Japan Strong tag titles. Good match here with Ishii and Drilla Maloney, Konosuke Takeshita, and El Phantasmo. Fun show overall. If you guys get a chance to go back, check it out. It's on New Japan World. Like we said, we mentioned CMLL, Grand Slam Mexico still coming up. That's going to be Wednesday, June 18th. We'll have it covered on here. Wednesday, June 11th. Before that, Summer Blockbuster in Portland, Oregon. AEW doing big things, homie. And don't forget, you got Death Before Dishonor in September, happening in Philadelphia, and Supercard of Honor. Like I said, man, shows all over the place. Make sure that you guys are checking out your wrestling. We do know WWE is possibly looking at having another show. They are going to put Evolution 2, possibly the weekend of Double or Nothing, along with a Saturday night's main event taping as well.
Of course.
Yeah, so try to watch it all, guys. I don't know. I'm not on here to give you a bunch of mess, but y'all know how it goes, right? Like this is the MO. And don't tell me it's not the MO, because I get on here every week and I have to tell you it's the MO. It's hot garbage. AEW is running a 6-show residency from Chicago. in the Byline Banker Aragon Ballroom, another unique venue. So here are the dates for it. You will get Dynamites, Collisions, Dynamites, Collisions, Dynamites, Collisions. Tickets go on sale in 5 days. AEWTix.com if you guys are interested in going to those shows. Last piece of news before we get into the Dynamite review. Willow Nightingale has re-signed. Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp confirms that Willow has re-signed to AEW. Good pickup for them. Yeah. You know, with all of these companies, when you get to keep someone, you got to do the victory lap for, hey, we got to keep them as well. So yes. Good on them. I think it's a good place for Willow to be, and I'm happy Willow is staying in AEW.
Honestly, bro, I feel like Willow can go other places, but I think it would be a poor fit in other places.
It depends.
I don't know. I just feel like Willow fits here. This is her home.
Yeah, well, eventually, though, people do get bored. Like I said, I don't expect people to re-sign 3-4 times. If you do, that's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a unicorn. Like, you're not going to find that very often. So Like I said, the day will come when MJF will leave. The day will come when I think Daniel Garcia will leave and go to the other side, just because they need something different to do, something different to try,
That's
new
cool.
matchups. So tonight, man, Dynamite Beach Break. It's going on. It's happening. I love the Beach Break shows. They came in with the Sum 41 intro, and we start right off with tag team action. We get Hangman Page and Will Ospreay, the Owen Hart the Owen Hart Foundation Cup finalists, taking on the Don Callis family and the undefeated tag team of Konosuke Takeshita and Josh Alexander. They had a lot of communication issues early on in this, Derek, between them. A few close calls with Hangman and Ospreay almost hitting each other. Josh Alexander and Konosuke looked really good here. Will took a couple nasty bumps in this. Like, I think he was like over rotating on certain things and everything. So I hope he's okay. Takeshita, amazing. Josh Alexander, amazing. Eventually in this match, though, Derek. Yo, this might be one of the best spots of the night, bro. Actually, there's probably a spot of the night in all these matches, but for this match, bro, the headgear flies off Josh Alexander when he gets hit with a buckshot lariat hidden blade combo, bro. Josh Alexander looked like he done crapped himself after that. I was like, yo, the men's is done. I was like, he ain't kicking out of that, bro. It's over.
If he did, it was definitely rigged for them to win that match. Oh man, just like honestly, seeing them put those two moves together, beautiful. Because that it was like spot on, bro.
It was perfectly timed. We saw a little fight between them, little dust up. Hangman Page had a little spit on his beard. We had Will Ospreay bleeding a little bit from the mouth. Things are gonna get heated, I think, when we get to Arizona.
Man, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. The match between those two might steal the show.
It's there. The potential is
might
there.
Steal the show.
Yeah, that absolutely insane. I'm going through this, Terrell. I'm coming back to your questions right after this. He says that was Matt. This is Matt Lopez. That was a close call with Ospreay almost hitting Hangman with the hidden blade, and the look on Page's face was a beautiful shot.
It was, dude. Here's a question. I don't know. I would assume that they still do this, but I haven't seen it in like a long time. Do they still take like photos of these like moments? Remember, like growing up, bro, like we had these moments, and they would always like televise them. They would always like advertise them every single time. Every time you see them, like after Raw, like you see all these like picture perfect photos.
Yeah, if you go tomorrow, go on EliteWrestling.com and they'll have the photos up for the show, and then whatever the best shots are, they'll have them all in there.
See, I don't like that, bro.
That's how it is nowadays, though.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you why, though, because you don't have as much time as you used to back in the day. Like WWE kind of like beats you over the head with stuff. Like, I'm like, bro, I know I got what happened last week. I got it. AEW is the opposite, where they don't tell you nothing, and you're like, hey, a reminder will be okay here. But I don't know if that's because that's what we've been conditioned to, or if that's what we expect. But sometimes they have time for it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I think it's good, sometimes I don't think it's good. It just depends on how you're feeling with the stuff.
Fair enough.
Jocelyn likes Josh Alexander with Don Callis. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
We got a question from Terrell. Do you think the rumored heat between Triple H and The Rock has anything to do with The Rock wearing the New Japan shirt? No. I think their beef goes back to back in the day.
Yeah. Their beef starts way back when.
This goes back to like Rocky Maivia days. Like they were trying to put The Rock down, and yeah, people weren't going for that.
No.
Speaking of videos, though, like you mentioned, we did get a hype video after that for Moxley and Samoa Joe for the cage match tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We were rocking with it. Then we had Top Flight calling out the Hurt Syndicate, and they said they'll see MJF after their match tonight. And Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, the Sons of Texas, run into them.
Yes.
Dustin's just calling people sons of bitches and being old. Like, go ahead, rock on, Dustin.
Respect your elders.
Son of a bitch. Dustin was just going. I was like, what is going on, Dustin? You all right, bro?
You know, Dustin was having himself a moment tonight, bro.
Yeah, he was like, get up.
He was going in on everybody.
I liked it though. It was nice to see some familiar faces that we haven't seen in a little bit on the show.
Yes.
So after they do that, we get another match with Ricochet and Zach Gowen. Yo, Ricochet was wild for this. If you have not seen what happened with him and Zach Gowen, Ricochet took Zach Gowen's prosthetic leg. Yeah, and yeah, he's a heel. He's an a-hole.
He is a heel.
So Gowen does really good early on in the match. And I haven't seen him since like TNA days. Like I feel like it's been a while. And Zach Gowen, if you've seen his work, like go back and check out his stuff with well, you can't even mention those two anymore without having regret. So I won't mention them, but Gomez and Minute Maid. Yeah, BL Minute Maid. You can go find them on some other site. But Gowen was able to take down Ricochet. Ricochet tried to do a figure four. Ricochet's a heel, man. He's just wrong. Zach Gowen had his family out there. He goes for the big moonsault, misses, spirit gun afterwards. Ricochet goes to grab the scissors. He's about to bloody up Zach Gowen, and Mark Briscoe comes out to make the save.
Marty B.
Is that a match you think for Double or Nothing? Might be.
I would take it. I would take it. Because I think Mark Briscoe, I think those two would have a really good match. And I think this would be the storytelling for it, but
yeah.
I would like to see both of them in the match. I think that'd be good.
Yeah. Yo, Rob, I can't even say that, bro. Yeah. Dustin was wilding on Terry Funk that one night. We had just watched it. Yeah, he was tripping. Zach Gowen is still so good. Yeah, he did an excellent job tonight.
Listen, I was actually pushing for the upset. I was pushing for that.
Like I said, we might have ourselves a match for even if it's on the Double or Nothing 0 hour. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Briscoe's been great too lately. Renee and MJF, we get the interview segment here with the Hurt Syndicate. Hurt Syndicate says, find us after the match. We go right into Top Flight. Shout out to my guy, Rated, who did that theme for Top Flight. Taking on Hurt Syndicate. Listen, there wasn't much to this. Top Flight did the valiant babyface effort, but we hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people. Hurt Lock, Game Over, GG. Sammy and Dustin come out immediately after Sons of Texas. You show some respect to us. You see the belts. You know why we're out here. Before they could even get another word out, here comes Crew. Leo Rush and Action Andretti, who said, we beat Top Flight already. How about you give us a shot at it? You know, we have history. Lashley. They start going in and trying to make sense of everything. So, I don't know.
No. You know what? It's got to be formidable opponents for them to take the belts off of the Hurt Syndicate.
Well, MVP told them they could face each other on Collision. Winner gets to face the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah. I'm going with...
I think it's Dustin and Sammy.
Yeah, it has to be. Sorry, no offense to... yeah.
Crew, I like Crew, though. I think that there's potential there for them.
I'm sure there is. But can anybody put Crew over Dustin and Sammy?
I think it just doesn't make sense for the lineup and what would work better. But if it was a 4-way or a 3, like
maybe
3-way, then you could do it.
Yeah.
Matt Lopez must have my notes. So after the match, they say, all right, you guys can go to the back now. MJF, get out here. MJF's not coming out. What they should have did was had the commercial break during this, and he just refuses to come out.
Yeah.
MVP says, Shelton, go get him. Shelton goes to the back, and they go right into the, I don't know, they call it the dusty position, gorilla position in AEW. But they go back there, and MJF's hiding behind Tony Khan's chair. Yo, your man's Tony Khan is a snitch, bro. He was like, And then Shelton had to grab him. He was like, "Come with me, my friend." He did the old principal grab. And they walk out there, MJF dressed like a social studies teacher, and he's like, "Get in the ring." They all go through it. MVP says thumbs up. Shelton says thumbs up. Lashley tries to tease it for super long. And I think it was one of those like, this ain't an entertainment moment.
Right.
Let's get moving here. He gives him the thumbs up. MVP jumps into his lap. He's like, "Hey, yo, what are you doing, dog? Chill with that." And he's happy.
Conduct yourself.
Yeah. Later on, I'm just going to jump to this segment now. They go into the back, and MVP says that, next week, MJF will sign his contract. When they're in the backstage area, MJF says, "Yeah, this is my lawyer, Mark Sterling," which this goes all the way back to 2020. He's always said, "Yeah, that's my lawyer, Smart Mark Sterling." And he was like, "I need you to look over the contract for this."
Right.
And he was like, "What?" And he was like, "Come on, Pete. Like, come on, Montel. You don't have someone look over their contract."
That is true.
I was like, "Okay." And MVP just kind of said, "Never mind. See, I still have no idea where this is going." I told you what I think already. I think Cedric Alexander is going to end up taking that spot from him.
Because something has to happen, because the setup was already in motion when you saw Shelton Benjamin getting ready to do like a super kick. He's in that mode. Like, there has to be something bigger. Has to be something bigger.
Deanna says MJF needs a tag partner. He had Wardlow. I don't know if they do the reuniting of Wardlow.
No, I think they're done with each other.
Let me see here. Cray, what up, man? Appreciate you. Not liking that person being part of the Hurt Syndicate. If it leads them to jumping him in the end, I'll allow it. I think this is a setup, Jocelyn, but we don't know what's the set. Is MJF setting them up, or are they setting MJF up? That's the real question. We don't know yet. Something fishy is going to happen in that contract. I agree. An entertainer shows up. You talk about Big Ced. Yeah. See, Terrell agrees. Yep. The arrival of Cedric. That's just a guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong about this. But I'm interested. This is one of the more interesting things on the show, the whole Hurt Syndicate and MVP storyline. I'm curious to see where it goes, and will we get something by Double or Nothing? Will there be a match? What is the match? What are they doing? Is it MJF brings back the Pinnacle? Some people have thought that. Maybe he brings back the Dynasty from MLW. I don't know. And you have to watch. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of pro wrestling.
You can't skip everything. So you have to sit through the meat and potatoes to get to the end.
Right? Eric says MJF reforms the Pinnacle without Wardlow. Well, there's no Sean Spears either. And no Tully.
Right. So if you reform, if you reform this this group, who do you put in it?
Which, the Pinnacle?
Yeah.
It's MJF and FTR, but I feel like FTR is going more on this in a minute. It's hard to tell because everyone else is in other storylines that we've mentioned too, and some people aren't even in the company yet. So even with Cedric, not even in the company, so we don't know. Right. Let's get into this 4-way eliminator match. Basically, challengers win, they become number 1 contender. You jump up to the top spot. Tony Storm's been beating booty in these matches though. Belts to asses. So
watch out.
Why? There's a Zoomy with the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Dude, this one had some nice callbacks in it. I couldn't call the action. Sky Blue, good to see Sky Blue back.
Yes.
She came in with the extensions in the hair. Yeah.
Looking like Sindel.
Sindel wins.
Flawless bit.
Mina Shirakawa came out. She had a new theme. I didn't hate the new theme, but apparently, like, Twitter told Tony kind of change it back. And listen, the match ends with a small package getting reversed for Mina. Mina pins Tony Storm, becomes the number 1 contender. They switch that theme song back immediately. They were like, yo, it's done.
Yeah.
So I think Tony wasn't feeling it either, but wouldn't Tony have listened to it before? You just don't go out there with new music all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like, what if I'm coming out to, F the police or something? Like, Tony, you didn't know that was about to happen? I know we can't be everywhere, but.
You know what? I think this one might have been slipped past him.
Maybe he just didn't like it once he saw the presentation. He was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Cray said MJF gets Big Bill and Enzo. No. I don't see that happening. I thought Sky was gonna win, but I'm happy for Mina. Yeah, it was good. Sky Blue looks damn good. Yeah, she's back. She's back. Who is Azumi? That is AZM. I know the start of people ready to wring my neck when I say that. You cut it out, Rob, trying to get me in trouble. Someone said MJF calls Gilbert. Mina's new theme was okay, but I'm not mad they changed it back. Is it me or does she look like Cleopatra? Right? Quills, ignore Rob. He's trolling me. Because I said AZM one time just to make people mad, and then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. The Joshi fans don't like that. So afterwards, though, Azumi's going back up the ramp, bro. Mercedes went for revenge. She was like, you took my belt?
Yep.
I like it, though. I was like, okay. Little heated there. So she takes her down, knocks her down. But then behind her, Jamie Hayter shows up, Derek. Well done.
Yes.
Well done, sir. She beats her down, getting ready to go for the lariat, and security came in just in the nick of time. Derek said it was perfect.
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely perfect. Like as soon as she got ready.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Calm down.
That's enough.
So another Owen Hart Foundation Cup finalist match that we're gonna have at the show. I'm excited for it, man.
That's gonna be fire.
Owen Hart Cup's got some big matches lined up for us, man. Mercedes Moné, Jamie Hayter's happening, and we had already mentioned earlier Will Ospreay, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Page looks like he smelled spoiled milk in this photo. I don't know why. Just
probably
angry.
Speaking of spoiled milk, bro.
What? What kind of transition is this? We've been doing this for long enough that we know good transitions. This is a bad one. Speaking of spoiled milk.
Have you ever noticed like it takes milk to like really spoil now? Like I really think there's a lot of preservatives in this thing that's really off the wall, bro.
I don't really drink milk all like that.
I don't either.
I use it more in food than I do drinking it.
I definitely like
more almond milk kind of guy.
Nothing wrong with that. I respect that. I respect that. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's being put in this milk today.
Send super chats. $2 super chats for almond milk. or send me cupcakes. You pick.
Nothing but cakes.
War Daddy, smash that like button. That's a fact, bro. Help me out, E. Let them know. Let them know, man. Let's see. Derek milking the almonds. Deanna, this close to turning into EPW After Dark. Watch yourself now. Watch yourself. Going into
Squelch.
So inappropriate. So inappropriate. That's where we get the Sabu segment. I'm ignoring Derek right now.
Sorry.
We get to beach break. Nigel McGuinness is in the ring with Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone was not on commentary tonight. It was Ian Riccaboni, which was appreciated. It felt like it feels different. I don't know why we just don't have like the announced teams broken up. Like Schiavone calls Collision, Excalibur and Taz call this, and then Ian and them. Yeah, switch it up.
I'm all for that.
There's no handcuffs on you for what you can do, but I think sometimes you don't need 3-4 people on commentary.
No. Like did some man, listen, 2 is like that's like the magic number.
With an occasional guest.
Yes. Like I say like for the high profile matches, okay, go ahead, throw it.
Are there any sports announcers that do like the 3-man booth?
No, I don't think so.
I can't think of any. Probably too many people talking. So Nigel McGuinness comes out and he apologizes to Tony Schiavone and Daniel Garcia. My man Daniel Garcia comes out to the Kevin Bennett theme. He's out there, and then out comes Stokely. He says, FTR, are not here tonight, but they sent him so that they can make a challenge. Okay, Stokely goes in. He starts making his remarks. Yeah, you did this. You don't want none of this. You're too old. You don't need to be in the ring. And it sounds like Nigel's believing them until he said that one line about hepatitis. And then Nigel looked like he lost it.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, that was one of the reasons why Nigel, and it wasn't like anything the way some people might be thinking of it. You can Google it and look it up what happened, but Nigel could not compete in the ring anymore on a like full-time basis. That's why he transitioned into commentary. Go look at his stuff as Desmond Wolfe. Go look at his stuff in Ring of Honor. Yo, dude was a beast, bro.
You know what? Side note. I would like to, like, if he could continue wrestling, I would like to see him come out in a suit.
No.
Why not?
No. Nigel doesn't do that. Nigel is a jerk. A grade A, top tier heel. He's probably the best commentator in the company.
Yeah.
Bar none. But Nigel, he can still wrestle from here and there. But I think he takes his time with it. And Nigel's just fantastic, dude. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. So they go out here, and FTR hit the ring after it sounds like they're about to accept. Stokely lied because he's a heel. He manages heels, and FTR are pricks because they're heels now. They put a beat down. They go for it, Derek, and basically it sounds like we have a match. Daddy Magic, your boy, comes out with a crowbar. Yo, stop with the hand like that. That's right. Watch him. Yeah.
Daddy Magic with the short arm point. I've never seen anybody do that in like
Macho Man used to do that. That's probably why he does it. Because he has a lot of have you ever noticed he has a lot of Macho Man mannerisms?
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's definitely an 80s wrestling fan. He also, his name was Matt Martell somewhere else.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like Macho's was like, it was short arm, but it was like this. He was
Yeah, it's Daddy Magic, man. Let him rock. So he comes out there to make the save. So I'm wondering if we're gonna get a tag match, maybe on like the Collision before Double or Nothing, or the Dynamite before.
I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that.
Stokely with that line was messed up. Yeah, definitely got him some heat. Cray says Desmond Wolfe was one of my favorites at TNA at one point. He was killing it in TNA. Him and Kurt Angle, bro. Yo, Derek, have you ever seen them? Yo, that's when TNA was fire, bro. Like TNA would always have some heat, but then they do some stuff that would make you mad. Like me and Rob would be watching some of these pay-per-views, man. We'd be like, yo, this is so sweet. Then they would do something where I'm like, I can't tell people to watch this. That's TNA in a nutshell. Like you would be like, this is so good. Oh, but then there's 7.
But see, that's the reason why I don't watch it.
Nah, see, bro, you tipping the scales unfavorably. You gotta watch both. It's just
I did.
Nah, you watch with me, and you like some of it, but then there were other parts of it you're like, eh.
Nah, you know what ruined it for me?
Hold on here. I gotta take that joke down till I read it. Go ahead. That review video I did. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, I can't even repeat the comment Derek said because he would be banned.
Yeah, we gotta find that, bro.
No, we don't.
We gotta find that.
It's from like 2018, I think, or 17.
We're going back in the archives for that one.
You're in enough archives. Stay out the Bray Wyatt one and stay out anything I ever had to edit because of Derek saying things he's not supposed to say. And don't ask him about Philly hip hop. Milkman, hold on. So I fill her tub of milk. You want that, Patrick? Oh my goodness. Rob, what are we doing here, bro? You trying to get me kicked off the air? What are you doing? Let's talk Collision, Derek. Ric Flair is going to be on Collision Beach Break. He's going to give a special tribute to Steve Mongo McMichael.
Mongo.
Yeah, Mongo, Sabu. I love that they're doing a lot of the tributes this year. So you know what? I'm glad Rick's going to get to speak on him a little bit more. So if that's good for Rick, it's good for me. So enjoy. R.I.P. to Steve Mongo McMichael. As far as another match, we have Megan Bayne taking on Anna Jay. Other matches that have been added to the card, Kyle Fletcher is going to take on A.R. Fox on Collision. Blake Christian versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Sons of Texas versus Crew for the #1 contendership. Chicago Street Fight. Brian Keith and Big Bill versus the Gates of Agony. They wilding out a little bit over here.
That they are. That they are.
So it's happening. We're moving. They're moving. Let's get it.
Let's definitely get it. Come on.
Samoa Joe Moxley Steel Cage match is up next. This is the main event. There was blood. Moxley bled. I don't know if it was on purpose or what. I had to step away for a minute to.
I missed it. I didn't see.
Well, you had mentioned that something was happening near his eye, but once again, Moxley's a ball brother. Ball brothers bleed easy sometimes.
That is very true.
So, at one point we have Joe kicked out of a lot of things and gave you some false hope in certain spots of this match. Hobbs stops Yuta. He puts Yuta through a table. He said, Captain Planet, sit your ass down.
He's not our hero.
He took pollution down to that table. That's what he did. Afterwards, there's all this chaos, like Willow's down and all this stuff is happening. And some guy in a hoodie shows up. And we had mentioned it earlier. It was Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd's New Japan ass came out here and shoved the briefcase in between the hole, because it's a slender, I don't want to say Halliburton. I don't know what this thing is, but it's a slender briefcase. He slid it in. Moxley uses it as a weapon upside Joe's head, and he gets the win. People boo, whatever. Like I said, I asked the question, AEW fans, maybe you could flip it the other way. Like, I don't get why it's okay for one wrestler to do the same thing that the other guy's doing with all the shenanigans, but you're mad at this guy for the shenanigans.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe you guys just don't like him at this point. Derek like the Roots. Let's go, Sons of Texas. Yuta's an angry pup. That hair keeps getting longer and longer, man. And like Matt had said earlier, man, I was worried it could have been Danielson at first. Like, who is that with the short haircut? But afterwards, they start putting a beat down on everyone. Kenny comes out like, I'm going to make the save. I hear the battle cry. Get your ass in the cage. Elite, the Bucks, and Okada put a beat down on him. They start stomping him out. They got Joe in the cage. They're beating him up. And then they have a control switch. This is why it was going up and down. Lower the cage down, Derek. Ass whooping commences. Then we hear, whose house?
Where's house?
Your man Swerve jumps off the top of the cage. I don't know if he had on those. You saw the new sneakers he had today? Let me pull these up for you.
Hold on.
This is going to be a live reaction of Derek getting to see him.
All right.
I sent them out earlier. I thought I did. Hold on. Maybe I didn't. I think I sent them to Rob on Twitter. Hold on, though. I'm going to pull it up. But Swerve stomps it. He said, how about we do this anarchy in the arena? And he mentioned Willow being on the team, too. So we got ourselves, we got some ish happening here.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
All right. Here they are.
All right, let's see this.
They're like the Iversons from Reebok.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, those are nice. Those are nice.
The black and golds, man.
I respect that.
Would you wear them?
Probably not.
But respect, right?
I respect them. But I probably won't wear them.
You know, we have a friend who probably would have rocked those because he loved the Irish sneakers so much back in the day.
You know what? I may have to scratch that, bro, because I definitely did wear the black and gold Iversons.
See, I don't remember you wearing basketball. Did you wear those?
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember that.
Those were actually pretty comfortable.
I was a Top Flight guy.
Top Flights were good too.
Yeah. Or no, excuse me, Up Tempos.
Oh.
Up Tempos. The Top Flights were good too. I had a pair of those, but the Up Tempos.
Bro, the Up Tempos.
Undefeated. Rob said they are ass. The shits are ass. I'll still get them, but they're gar. How dare he? I knew how he felt already. He told me. A lot of people seem like they liked them. I don't know. I think that's a nostalgic sneaker. Ultimo Guerrero, Averno, and Hechicero versus Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, and Rocky Romero. I'll take it. But yeah, that was it, man. Challenge made for Anarchy in the Arena. Here we go.
Let's go.
Them Young Bucks pumps are still sitting in my basement. Unbelievable. Bucks have the champs. Swerve has the Killmonger Reeboks. They're working their way up. BJ, I got to catch the end of Dynamite, then I'll revisit and leave my thoughts. Hope you all are well. You're great. EPW. Thank you, BJ. BJ, thank you as well.
Let's go, Beach.
We appreciate you, Beach. All goody. Wow. I don't know what I just did there. I'm going to delete my comments because I botched. I was definitely supposed to take that from BJ, but he got me. And he got me again. BJ wins, man. I'm done, dog. He just read my mind and just took everything from me. Yeah, man. So next week we're gonna have the Double or Nothing preview and predictions. We'll get Derek's. I'm sure me and Sean will definitely do one coming up this Monday. We got Saturday night's main event to talk about as well. There's a couple matches for that. We got some things cooking right now for you guys. So make sure you guys are tuned in, locked in for Double or Nothing as it's going to be happening. Big show coming up, man. Hopefully we can get to the review. I don't know what we're doing, but we'll be having some fun with this Double or Nothing show. Anything else you want to add, Derek?
Let's just enjoy some good wrestling on all platforms. Like let's stop the
hate.
You know, let's stop the shade. However you want to look at it, whatever.
Enjoy what you like. Put that energy into what you like. That's what I say.
If you don't like the other side of the fence, don't watch it.
By the way, didn't mention this, but Max is now going back to HBO Max because we told them from the beginning not to make that change, but they did. Whatever. What's old is new again. I'm fine with it. I ain't mad at them. HBO Max is back. Cool. I'll take it. I'm behind on The Last of Us. I got work tomorrow. Derek's got work tomorrow. You got work tomorrow or school. Show some love. And if you're off, enjoy your off day. For me, and the man they call Derek, we are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling, and we will see you all next week for another Dynamite review. Catch me and Sean live this Monday for Clash of the Podcast. We are out.